First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone. I'll say shalom to all the Akim out there, preaching the truth in Truth City. It's brother Tazwan Kabar from GMS Miami camp, back when I revealed through spirit. Before I start this video, I want to touch up on the true names of the Heavenly Father and Son. Heavenly Father, who they so-called call God, his true name is Yahweh. All right. His name means he is, he exists. And the true name of his Son, all right, who the world is going to call Jesus, or Jesus Christos in the Spanish, or Jesus Christ in the Haitian Creole. His true name is Yahweh Shai, which his name means he saves, he delivers, what soon I'm going to do according to prophecy. And lower down title of this video, Sweat Equity 2.0. Sweat Equity. All right, 2.0. All right, that's what they call in. All right, or referencing these prisons and these facilities where Jake is being locked up at, or where people go to prison and jail. They call them sweat equities. And Esau is wicked. If you start seeing, as the scriptures say, there's gonna be lack of jobs. All right, and right now in the society and the economy, the job market is bad. It is bad. And, because a lot of people are not finding jobs, that could lead to multiple things. A lot of people not finding ways to make ends meet, and turn into, wickedness. All right, robbing, stealing, and all types of force to try to make ends meet. And as these things, lead to crime being crime rising up, as Esau, that gives Esau a reason, all right, to, lock more Jacob and shit like that. All right, it's like a whole type of systematic type, thing that Esau is trying to do. And you're going to have lock Jacob, and you have Jake working basically for free in these prison houses and shit like that. All right, but if you picture it, connect the dots a little bit, you see how this shit is fucking wicked. All right, they're cutting jobs, they AI take these jobs and shit like that. And Jake is, flocking to other ways, trying to make ends meet. All right, it's fucking wicked, man. All right, but sweat equity. All right, look it up. All right, that's what they're calling them right now. Okay. Matter of fact, let me see if I can search it up. Sweat equity. See if I can find that one clip. Sweat equity. You see how they view us to them? Let me see how I click this, see what they say.
Physical abilities, things like that. Do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes, with my experience, not only just in classification, but as former warden and even as a jail administrator. He's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat equity, and we will put him out there to work because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration. We have that, so we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work.
But this situation, Jake was in the wrong, he killed somebody, But that's how Esau ultimately look at Jake, as sweat equity, when he's able to lock these people up. Okay. All right, to work for him for free, for damn near free. Okay. And that's how really Esau looks upon those men who really own in prisons and stuff like that. They look at Jake as sweat equity, people that can work for him. All right. All right, but sweat equity 2.0 is going to be real bad. All right, what is sweat equity 2.0? It's like it. All right, when we're ruling over these nations, all right, they're going to be subject unto us. All right, they're going to be our servants. All right, and they're going to go into captivity. This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 25. But that which ye have already told, slacker, that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keeping my words unto the end, to him when I give power over the nations. Okay, we're going to be that governing body, starting with Yahushua, they elect the house of David. Okay, all right, we're going to be that governing body upon earth. All right, because Israel's going to be on top, and all these other nations are going to have to flow unto us. All right, to learn his ways, but we're still going to rule over them. Okay, it said, and he shall rule over them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. Okay, so we will have power over the nations. Sorry, we going to enforce the laws of Yahweh Shema Shah. Okay, and as for Esau, Esau, we're going to rule over him too, but he's going to be here just for 1,000 years, and he's going to be done out forever. Okay, but they have to pay. Okay, Scripture say, he that lead into captivity shall go into captivity. Right now, are we not in captivity right now? All right, it's Baruch. I think it's a Baruch. It's Baruch or Habakkuk said, behold, yet this day we are in captivity. I believe in Baruch. But we are under the hands of our enemies. All right, they look at us as sweat equity. In fact, let me go back to see what the definition say. Sweat equity. Sweat equity, ownership interest that a person gains from contributing labor instead of capital. Physical labor. That's how Esau views us. But that's besides the point. Revelation 13 verse 10. He that lead into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. There is a patience and the faith of the saints. All right, this is what we're waiting on. All right, for the ultimate role reversal, as we are currently on the bottom. All right, we are currently on the bottom. All right, and these heathen nations and the wicked rule over us. All right, ultimately, who's ruling right now is so-called white man. All right, he has his little season. This little season that the Lord said he's going to be loose for. All right, he's doing his corruption and wickedness and fucking with the earth. But part of it is, having us under his subjection. All right. He has Jake. Well, he has Jake building up his empires and sustaining his system and stuff like that. Through what? Through hard labor. All right, basically, slavery. Basically, that's what it is, slavery. All right. When you under captivity under somebody, you're a slave. Or you're a slave under his system. Yeah, we gotta go to work, pay our bills, fuel his companies and stuff like that, so we can make ends meet. Right now, shit is kind of hard. Not even kind of shit is hard trying to make ends meet. Gas is a bill. All right, people all over, they hate their job. Everybody hate their job. But God forbid they lose their job. They don't know what to do. I've seen that shit, man. In the comments, they like, man, I hate my job. And a lot of people hate their job. And saying in the comments, they hate their job, but God forbid they lose their job. They don't know what they finna do. Shit is bad, and that's not how life was supposed to be. Ultimately, the reason why we're in this condition because we went off as a people, but shit is bad. What else I can grab? I think Isaiah chapter 14. I think it's Isaiah chapter 14, verse 20 something. Pure slaughter. 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon a name, a remnant, and son, and nephew, said the Lord. All right. We're going to prepare slaughter. It's going to talk about meditate terror. All right. We're going to put belt to ass to these heathens, man. All right. For what they have done unto us and how they conduct themselves. All right, they live against the ways of Yahweh Shemashai. They live like beasts. They live in wickedness. Okay, they have no form of having the Most High on their mind. All right, and also too, they, a lot of these start with the white man. They further, really, it's really the majority, mainly the so-called white man. They further in affliction. If I haven't said that already. All right, so we're gonna rule them rigorous, if I'm saying the word right. All right, real soon, and that's what we wait for. All right, but before that happens, the system has to fall down, and part of it falling down is the economy, the spirit of it financially. All right, people not being able to work, they cutting jobs left and right. Inflation is on the rise. This shit is going backwards. This shit is going down. All right, shit is getting expensive, right? Plus, they're cutting jobs. Okay, showing you the condition of where America is going, man. It's going down. All right, Babylon had its ups. All right, but it's going down. The Lord's about to take it out. All right, and Esau is trying to suck everything out of it before it goes down. All right, trying to push out his agenda. It's like I'm drifting off, but yeah. Sweat Equity 2.0 is coming soon. All right. Lower than Vidas Edifani Valpray 2, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakadash, the Dawana Saw Apostles, and Elsgate Millstone, all the station of Mom, to all the Akim, my dear preachers, truth, and all true city, I'm Zapatam, Wa Shalom.